Daniel was a Jewish man who lived long ago in the land of Babylon. He was very smart and good at his job, so the king named Darius made him a high official in the kingdom. Daniel always prayed to God 3 times every day, and God blessed him with wisdom. The other officials became very jealous of Daniel because the king liked him so much. The jealous officials came up with an evil plan to get rid of Daniel. They knew Daniel prayed to God every day, so they tricked King Darius into making a new law. The law said that for 30 days, no one could pray to anyone except the king. Anyone who broke this law would be thrown into a den of hungry lions. The officials were sure this would trap Daniel. When Daniel heard about the new law, he had to make a choice. Should he stop praying to God to save himself, or should he keep praying even though it was dangerous? Daniel decided to be faithful to God. He went home, opened his windows facing Jerusalem, as he always did, and prayed 3 times that day, just as he had done before. The jealous officials had been watching Daniel's house. When they saw him praying to God, they rushed to tell King Darius. "Daniel has broken your law," they said. "We caught him praying to his God." When the king heard this, he was very sad because he liked Daniel. He tried all day to find a way to save him, but the law couldn't be changed. As the sun began to set, King Darius had no choice but to punish Daniel. His soldiers brought Daniel to a deep pit where hungry lions lived. Before they lowered Daniel into the den, the king said to him, "May your God, whom you serve so faithfully, rescue you." Then a large stone was rolled over the opening of the den, and the king sealed it with his ring. That night, King Darius couldn't eat or sleep. He was too worried about Daniel. He paced around his palace all night, hoping that Daniel's God would somehow save him from the hungry lions. As soon as the first light of dawn appeared in the sky, the king rushed to the lion's den. Standing near the entrance to the den, the king called out in an anxious voice, "Daniel, servant of the living God, was your God able to save you from the lions?" Then, to his amazement, he heard Daniel's voice answer back, "O king, live forever. My God sent his angel to shut the lions' mouths so they would not hurt me. I have not been harmed." King Darius was overjoyed. He ordered his servants to lift Daniel out of the den right away. When Daniel emerged, everyone was amazed. There wasn't a single scratch on him. The lions hadn't hurt him at all, because he had trusted in God. And God had protected him through the long, dangerous night. King Darius was so impressed by Daniel's God that he made a new law. This time, the law said that everyone in his kingdom should respect the God of Daniel. The king wrote, "For he is the living God who lives forever. His kingdom will never be destroyed, and his rule will never end. He rescues and saves his people and performs miraculous signs and wonders." The king was very angry with the officials who had tricked him into making the bad law. He ordered that they be thrown into the lion's den instead of Daniel. The same lions that had been gentle with Daniel were not gentle with the evil officials. This showed everyone that God had truly performed a miracle to save Daniel. The story of Daniel in the lion's den teaches us to always be faithful to God, even when it's difficult or scary. Daniel trusted God completely, and God protected him from harm. When we put our trust in God and do what's right, even in tough situations, God will be with us too. Remember, being faithful to God is more important than anything else.